Okay, we sort of dipped our toe into this topic a little bit. Now let's dive right in. Biggest concerns against the Seahawks. This is a game that most people expect the Niners to win. I think. I haven't done a poll on it.
This is hard, man, because I don't. I think this game is so coin flippy. Because if it turns into a defensive game, we lose. The offense has to fire, but the defense also has to show up, because to expect the offense to put up 40 on this defense is a little bit.
Well, let's start off with the defense, because that's like the obvious concern. The defense gave up 31 to the Bears. The defense gave up 27 to the Colts.
Phillip Rivers.
The defense gave up 24 to the Titans. So week 1, the defense gave up 13 to the Seahawks. They're averaging 29 points per game this season.
Yeah.
I have a tough time seeing this version of the Niners defense holding that version of the Seahawks offense under 30.
Yeah.
Even with Darnold.
So here's my thing, though, about this Seattle defense, right? Seattle defense / offense or like our defenses. I think their offensive points per game is a product of their defense being so good. So they're constantly keeping opposing defenses on the field. Like, okay, look at the Carolina game they just played, right? Darnold had 147 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, right? Their run game was good, but they didn't have to do too much. They kind of could just sit there and let their defense beat up on the Carolina Panthers until
But isn't that exactly what the Niners did against Carolina? I mean, against Carolina, Brock was
had
193 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 picks against Carolina.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like Seattle just doesn't. Their offense doesn't scare me as much as that defense. But I do agree. Like my biggest concerns on defense is them not letting Demo shadow JSN. Because if they keep giving him favorable matchups on like Chase Lucas and Darrell Luter Jr., I don't know how you're going to stop him. Like I genuinely don't know how.
Seattle's defense is so good, and I don't think people really understand how good it is. I mean, they don't have any weaknesses on defense. And this is a team that's beaten Jacksonville. They beat Jacksonville 20-12. Niners lost to Jacksonville with Brock Purdy. This team beat Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that the Niners could beat Houston with Brock Purdy. Like, I think this team is like. Here's the thing: if they win this game, if they beat the Niners, everyone looks at Seattle as a Super Bowl favorite.
I mean, if the Niners go in and beat Seattle convincingly, the 49ers are
the Niners are looked at as the favorite.
Yeah, they are 100% my favorite.
Yep.
Because I agree with you. This is the team that's like the test. Like this is the NFC favorite for most people. The Rams
seem like they're crashing and burning.
Yeah, they're playing their worst football at the worst time to play bad football.
They need Devontae Adams to be special, and I don't know what to expect from him the rest of the season.
And
their defense sucks.
Usually when teams start petering off like this, it doesn't fare well in the playoffs. In my opinion, Seattle's probably the strongest team in the NFC right now.
The one other team you can't write off is Philly, just because their defense is legit as well. And yeah, their offense is kind of a joke, and their quarterback's kind of a joke, but he's been so good in the playoffs, and the Niners don't have a pass rush. And if he can just stand there for 5 seconds, we've seen what he can do. You really gotta. He's a little bit like Darnold. You gotta pressure him.
Yeah, like my biggest thing with Philly too is that's why this game is so much more important, because then the playoffs, man, you're looking at going into Lincoln, or you're looking at going back to Seattle, or you're looking at possibly going to Chicago in the winter to play playoff football. That doesn't sound very fun for a West Coast team. That sounds really bad.
Game and have to go to Philly next week. I mean, there's no guarantee that Trent Williams will be ready for that game. That's why this bye week is so important.
I think, like, so my concern is, this defense, like, I don't know. Like, in my opinion, this is a feed George game, you know? Like, we're an offensive team right now. We are the Broncos that got smacked around by the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Like, this team needs to just not stop scoring, ever. Their entire route to the Super Bowl until Trent comes back. Or Fred.
I got another concern in this game, and it's Brock. I mean, no Trent Williams. You're going up against a defense that picked you off twice week 1. You threw a pick last week. It should have been 2. You're probably not going to have a running game like you had the last 2 weeks.
I actually trust Brock this game.
Turn the ball over? Are you going to turn it over multiple times? Because there's no guarantee that Darnold will. That's what Darnold's been playing like all year, but he's going to have time. And to get the bad Darnold, you usually have to put him under pressure. He's not going to – the only pressure he's going to face on Saturday is the mental pressure of not being a bum, not actual physical football pressure. Sorry. That's a lot of pressure, though, because if he loses, it's over for Darnold. Everyone's like, you're a choke artist, you're a bum, you're a bridge quarterback. I mean, even the Seahawks fans will be over with him at that point.
Yeah.
Did it 2 years in a row.
I do agree. Like, my thing is, I am concerned about Brock because he did, in my opinion, like the way I see it, is he threw 2 picks last week. You know, that call back on CJ was very fortunate that got called back. So we really need him to go back to like Cleveland Brock for this game, in my opinion. A little bit more game managey, a little less risk. Just to be a little bit safe. Like, you want to be more cautious against defenses like this. You know, you don't want to try and force it into tight windows against defenses this good.
That's true. And you got to be decisive. You can't hold the ball a long time against the Seahawks.
Especially with the Manowari back.
When you scrambled against the Seahawks, you got turf toe.
Yeah. Especially with the Manowari back, it's a bit of it's a sketchy, you're going into a sketchy defense. And again, you beat them in a close game. They want their lick back, which that's another, those are hard games to win, man. It's a rivalry game. It's a game you already beat them in that they feel they should have won. And
also, I feel like this game means more to the Seahawks.
Oh, I think it means
the Niners want the number 1 seed, and it means a lot to them, but like they've been here before. That every time they go to the playoffs, they go to the NFC Championship game. Like, their reputation as a team and a franchise isn't riding on this game like it is for the Seahawks. If the Seahawks lose this game, everyone kind of laughs at them like, see, you're the fraud we thought you were. You got the wrong quarterback. Your coach isn't really that guy. Like, if they win, it's like it's the Mike McDonald arrives. Sam Darnold arrives. You finally take, like, because they're a young team. It's kind of like the inverse of 2019. In 2019, week 17, between the Niners and the Seahawks were the team that'd been around forever. Russell Wilson had been there forever. They'd won a Super Bowl. They had like an aging core that was trying to hang on and keep it going. And the Niners were the upstart team that was ahead of schedule. And they won. So it's kind of roles reversed. Like, George is still here and Kyle's still here. But what bigger win does Mike McDonald have under his belt than what this win would mean to his on his resume? I don't think he has one.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is I think that could also bring a lot of pressure, and I trust the Niners under pressure way more than I trust Darnold under pressure. Way more.
Also, I trust Kyle more than McDonald. McDonald's still a young head coach. And remember week 1,
I trust Kyle over Kubiak and McDonald.
Offense. Didn't they not go for it on 4th down late in the game? They kicked a field goal and lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Again, I do think McDonald had that win against the Rams, albeit that punt return.
If McDonald wins this game, he's the coach of the year.
For sure. If Kyle wins this game, he's coach of the year.
I love this. Dude, this game is so good.
This game's a great one. This is a banger game.
If Brock wins this game, he's the MVP. I don't know.
But
the last time he was in a game on national television with the chance to possibly win the MVP, he faced Mike McDonald.
Yeah, that was bad. That was
4
bad.
picks?
Yeah.
5 picks. 4 picks. 5 picks.
But I'll say this. If Sam Darnold wasn't their quarterback, I would be a lot more scared. Because I feel like Darnold's starting to crack a bit under the pressure. He did good against the Rams.
The Seahawks feel like again, if he throws a pick or two and they lose, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a totally different quarterback next year.
I'll tell you right now, if Darnold, this is my prediction. If Darnold turns it over before Brock, the Niners are going to win. Because I think Darnold will just buckle. If he throws a turnover and it leads to them just going down, even 3 points, I feel like Darnold's like, oh no, I'm choking again. I'm doing it again. And it'll all crumble from there.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay.
When there's no pressure or when there's no pass rush, Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Caleb. Like, Caleb is good, but he will miss throws from a clean pocket that make you be like,
yes,
what?
yes.
Yeah. Darnold doesn't do that. Like, if he has a clean pocket, he's pretty money. It's just when he has to like move around.
But I don't think he will. I think they're going to send more pressure because it's Darnold. They couldn't send pressure against Caleb. Caleb's run away from it. He's way too fast. Sending pressure against Caleb would have been a death sentence. But if you send pressure against Darnold, like you just said, he fumbles. I think the biggest concern for like the Niners defense is going to be Kenneth Walker. Because we know JSN's going to beat us over the top at least once. That's just going to happen with our safeties. The biggest one is like you can't let Kenneth Walker get going. Like if he starts running it down our throats and averaging like 5 to 6 yards a carry, that's when this game starts getting really sketchy.
Like I'm asking Sumer Brain what Sam Darnold's passer rating is versus the blitz this season. Sumer Brain's a really great AI sports tool. So give me about 15. Okay, here we go. 94.9 is his passer rating.
Not horrible
this season. Not great, but not awful. So, and I think there may be something to that. Like they've been really not bringing pressure. Maybe with Sam Darnold, you want to make him be decisive. He's not always the most decisive quarterback.
Yeah, I think I think the scariest part of this offense is Kenneth Walker. You can't let him get going because then it opens up Darnold and JSN, and you don't want that to happen. You want to shut down their run game. The run game is kind of the key for a lot of these teams this year.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what they do against AJ Barner too. He's not the most dynamic tight end, but Colson Loveland went off, Harold Fannin went off.
Those are both
the dude
really good tight ends.
The Titans went off. Like the Niners can't cover a tight end. Anytime you target a linebacker or a safety on the Niners, you did something right.
Yeah, and, I think they're going to try and get JSN a lot of linebacker and safety looks, which is another reason I really want Demo to shadow him.
I wonder how Clint Kubiak's going to do, because I felt like he was god awful in week 1. I mean, he got cooked by Saleh. Any of their weak spots. He didn't get their safeties in coverage. He didn't get their linebackers in coverage. He didn't get their run game going. Like he just sucked. But he's a pretty good coach. I wonder if he'll have like an actual good game plan this time as opposed to whatever that. I'm not cursing today. Whatever that was the first time around.
What? Okay, how would you react if the Niners just blew them out? Like they just went like 31-10 and just like absolutely.
That would be a major statement, man. No one's blown out the Seahawks yet this year. No one. The Niners had the biggest win over the Seahawks. They won by 4. The Tampa Bay Bucks beat them by 3, and the Rams beat them by 2. If the Niners somehow beat them by 20, then that's like an indicator that they're going to win the Super Bowl. Right? Right? This is a team that beat Houston. This is a team that beat Jacksonville.
Yeah, this team's for real. Like if yeah, they're not like, even though we like to meme on Darnold, this team's legit. Darnold beats us over the top. He did it on the Vikings. He smoked us over the top with the Vikings. Their offense does not function the same. They've found their groove. They're 6-7 wins in a row. One of those with a crazy comeback against the Rams. This isn't the same team. They beat the Vikings 26-0. Like Darnold isn't really like playing amazing, but it's definitely nothing to scoff at.